Hello and welcome back to my garage here in Car Mechanic Simulator 2018. As you can see, I've been a bit busy. I went to the junkyard, and in a somewhat different turn of events, I also went to the auction. I don't go to the auction very often because usually there's not much there I'm interested in. Plus the prices tend to go much higher than I am interested in paying when I can find the same car in the junkyard. So like this Bentley Continental GT is a junkyard car, and I actually don't remember how much I paid for it. I want to say it was about $34,000, but it's totally done here, obviously, and I'll get 323 grand for it. And the other car is a Ferrari F40. This is the color it came with, and this was a auction car. I bought this car at the auction, and it was $880 something thousand. I forget exactly, but it was not quite $1 million. I think the value of the car that the auction showed was something like $740,000. I ended up paying $880,000, and fully rebuilt, it's going to be something over $2 million. The one benefit of auction cars is that you can usually repair an awful lot of stuff. Everything is there. The car usually has all of the parts. It's not missing anything, and you can repair most of it, except for the things, of course, that are not repairable, like tie rods and brakes and sway bars. But I repaired all the body parts. I repaired most of the running parts. I did take the engine out and completely rebuild it with performance parts, as opposed to just using the standard stuff. But other than that, this one didn't go together differently than the last F40 that I did, except that it's green, and I'm going to go ahead and leave it green, because the junkyard one was just totally rusted out and had all new body parts. This one has the hood and the doors and the trunk. I was able to repair all of those pieces. The glass I had to buy new because you could never repair glass. Even the engine cover in there I was able to repair. So this one can go. $2.2 million for that. So, like I said, I paid about $880,000 for the thing. Not quite as satisfying as buying it from the junkyard. I have another car that I also bought in the junkyard at the same time as I bought that one. I stashed it over here. This is one I have been looking for a while. This is a Dodge Viper. Dodge Viper GTS. I have been hunting for one of these. I regret that I wasn't recording when I found it, as I was hoping to do a video like that where I found one in the junkyard. But since I wasn't recording and I wasn't going to leave it there, I went ahead and picked it up. I'm not going to do this one right this instant, because I actually want to do this. This is an endgame car. This is a Bolt. No, this is a Bolt Cape supercharged with the V8 2-carb supercharged engine. I went ahead and picked this up because I haven't worked on one of these before, and I want to build this engine and see what it looks like when it's all built out. So let's go ahead and get going on this. It has like nothing in the way of body parts, well, except that fender. Oh, there's a window there. No bumper or trunk or tail lights. There's another window. And no windshield. Okay. This is an old car, so there's no ABS. I thought I bought that. What did I buy? Brake servo, battery. Maybe I didn't buy it. Gotta figure out which seats it has. It was seat 3, leather D, and what was the bench? It's got a bench seat in it. Bench cape rear. Seat 3, leather D, steering wheel cape. Okay, bolt cape. Now we can buy our body parts. Oh, I made a mistake. This car is I'm gonna need to get the hood from the other store, because this one has the hood with a hole in it. What? Which hood does it have? Unless this car doesn't have a hood, I'm going to be annoyed if it doesn't. There's a couple of in-game cars that don't have all the body parts. Like the Tempest flat face, and there's Salem Kieran Turbo, and it's all messed up. The hood doesn't go on it, so it'll say you're 100% finished, even though there's no hood, and the radiator sticks up in the air. Global body condition 100. So this doesn't have a hood. It's just going to be open. I thought that there was a hood that had the hole cut in it for the blower. Not the Barracuda hood, that's for the Hemi. And even if I buy one of these, it wouldn't fit anyway. Yeah, like this hood right here that has the cutout for the blower, and this hood too. But I couldn't make any of them work. Bolt Hellcat, Bolt Reptilia. Well, I guess gonna just have to live with it, I guess. That's an unattractive color too. I'm gonna have to do something about that. So pipe V8B. And no, so we'll have to get the regular pipe for that. Well, that is not an attractive color. Ew, my God. Yeah, that looks good. I'll just go with that. Red is my go-to color anyway. Okay, let's get to work. It looks like a coil spring rear end. Should be pretty easy to do. Okay, let's buy some parts now. Oh, crap. I was thinking about the leaf spring rear end. Ah. Okay, I need to get shock absorber B. I'm going to try to repair as much as I can. Gotta get rid of the clutch stuff, though. Sorry about that, I had to pause recording for a moment. Now I can't remember what I was doing. V8 OHV gearbox. I should go ahead and get the brakes. For some reason the brake on the disc brakes, on the drum brakes rather, the shoes are repairable usually, which has struck me as weird. I would think the last thing you would want is repaired brake shoes. Let's see, I think I replaced that already. Let's try and repair this stuff. I'm going to dismount the wheels too. Only 22% on that rim. Pretty good. Looks like we repaired both the rims. No, we didn't. I lied. Didn't repair the gearbox. Too bad. Was there? Yeah, there was. Wheel hub 4. $205 70 15. Still need to buy that rim cape 15. Okay, so now we can do our assembly. It's got a nice chrome hubcap on it. Okay, starting to look like something now. Okay, let's see where we are underneath. No caps. No, there's a rod cap there. Are these V8Cs? They're not. So it's not a Hemi engine. brakes. Okay, and hubs. And let's see what else is left. The shocks. Okay, so we can get rid of these. And then we'll dismount the wheels and try to repair them. Okay, 205, 70, 15 again. Looks like we only repaired one rim again. Got most of it back though. Pretty good that time. So let's get our wheels mounted and balanced, and then we can reassemble the front. Okay, good to go. I should have gone ahead and brought the engine crane over here. Gonna need it in a minute. This is going to be an old school engine. It's got a coil, that means it's got distributor. I see rocker arms. V8 OHV oil. So most of the V8 engines we've built lately have been just regular V8, like overhead cam V8s. This one has overhead valves, so we're in for a bunch more work. What? Surely I bought. Oh, maybe it's. I see it over there. It's still on the spring. It's still on the spring compressor. I got distracted somehow and didn't take it off. Okay, that should be all of that. Oh, wait a minute. I don't know how it manages to let you assemble this without I don't know how it lets me assemble the front end without getting that part in. That's fairly important. Okay, looks like there's a fair amount of stuff here. Of course, a lot of this is going to be just thrown away. Need to buy a whole bunch. I'm gonna need to buy 16 push rods, 16 rocker arms, 8 more spark plugs. Okay, let's pause for a second and buy these things. that engine head was V8OHV. There it is. And is there a... there it is, V8OHV exhaust manifold. The intake manifold, though, is the supercharger manifold, and they don't have that in here. Okay, let's buy the ignition and the carburetor. No scoop air filter, it appears. Nope, bummer. Oil filter V8OHV, oil pan V8OHV. Going to actually have the OHV pulley. It means we're going to have a fan on this thing as well. Supercharger water pump pulley. This water pump we might be able to repair. Camshaft V8. V8OHV. The cam gear and the timing chain. Let's go ahead and try and repair this stuff. Oh, I didn't get to repair either of the supercharger pieces. I was like, did I buy pistons? I didn't. I also need to buy clips for the distributor before I forget. Oh, and a starter. Always need a starter. I'm sure there's going to be a whole buttload of rollers that go on the front as well. Okay, we'll try to repair the block and the crankshaft. Excellent, got them both. Oh, I didn't. I know I didn't buy those. Alternator and power steering pump. I don't know why that didn't occur to me. Which belt is that? Belt B? Not going to be able to get the rest of the belts on until the supercharger is on. Actually, yeah, there's going to be a belt to the alternator. Probably some kind of a serpentine belt. Well, the clutch assembly is clipped way back into the stand. I mean, look at that. The plate is like all the way up to the flywheel. Okay. Starting to look like something now. This engine is going to be really tall. I can see it already. Ah, there's that other serpentine belt. I knew it would be here because the alternator didn't have a belt yet. Serpentine belt A, that's the one. Radiator fan V8 OHV. It's got to be this V8 OHV head cover. I've been putting off this part because I know I'm not going to enjoy it, but got to get the push rods and the rocker arms in. Okay, I think that's all done. Okay, I think that is 100%. Yep, it is. Even with no hood, it's 100%. It's too bad because it's a nice looking car. I mean, it actually kind of makes me think of like a Impala, I think. I don't know if that's what they were going for. It definitely looks like it really kind of evokes like a lowrider car. If they had some more dramatic paint scheme liveries, you could make it look like a lowrider. But I just wish it had a hood that would fit that engine. And let's see what kind of power we get out of this thing. Factory engine power is 517. $979. That's nuts. Got nearly a 90% increase in power. Okay, let's take it out and drive it. Those vintage tires, it's probably going to be squirrely as all get out, but it's got a nice wide wheelbase, so maybe it'll stay in a straight line reasonably well. Let's see, it sure says 1970s, doesn't it? This one actually has a clutch, but it's got the old school flat dashboard, probably made out of steel. I had a Ford Ranchero back in the day that had the whole dash was made out of steel. I mean, no leather or plastic or anything. I always thought if I ever hit something in that car, it would just be like, I had a battering ram waiting for you inside the cabin. Okay, here we are. It looks as good as I thought it would, but then I'm biased. Red is my favorite color. I think everything looks amazing when it's red. I really hate the fact that it doesn't have a hood. Let's see what it can do. Nope. Looks like 148 is maximum speed. Yeah, it would be more controllable with better tires, but they would look stupid on it. Okay, so the car is done. It looks really nice, and we have sat in it, driven it, so we can go ahead and sell it now. And I didn't expect it to be particularly valuable. This was something I was kind of hoping would be cool to do. And it's not bad. I don't mind having done it, but this is definitely not the kind of payday that I'm looking for. 65 grand. Well, okay, so next time we will do the Viper, and that should be more exciting. It'll definitely be more interesting of a build, I think. So, if you made it this far, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope to see you for our next junkyard picking adventure. So, on that note, bye for now.